Okay. All right, here I am. Ready to hit a scrub out on a BFZ Swiss draft. All right. Already, bravery test. It's a bravery test. I'm not gonna, I'm thinking I'll pick it here. Um, so BFZ for me, y'all know not to take green, of course, by now. But the Wonder's one of the cards I feel like is just very splashable. But at the same time, I'm not into that right now. I'm not about that life. So, where's the Blade Masters? Oh shit! Oh, there it is. I think I might pick Blizzard, but that's not a bad pick. I kind of was trying to think between that and Turn Against. I was probably gonna go to that, but that's okay. I didn't actually mean to pick. I mean, I was gonna pick it eventually, but I want to think about it a bit more. That being said, I think it's not a bad pick. I think that the rest of the pack wasn't that great. I'd rather have a pack that I'm just getting hard to get past to by. Yeah, no, it's like a famous individual. It have a swan-like neck though. Say what? Well, you. So call me maybe. Oh my gosh. What is life? That is insane. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know what to say. What uncommon? Was he AFK? What uncommon is better than Nicholas Reignited? I'd like to know. I think the guy is AFK. I mean, it works for me. I mean, other cards in the pack were passing, transgress. Who cares about that? In fact, there's the back's kind of weak on black. So I mean, this is pretty strong. I guess not too weak in black, but you feel like maybe we're even sending the right signals here. The Blade Master, you are not even close to being a card I'm intent drafting around. So, after listening to a episode of Limited Resources recently, uh, it was an old one with a BDM in it, and he had this interesting talk about being an architect drafter being versus a gardening drafter, which is basically, uh, I can't even talk about this pack. Um, basically, either taking a card and drafting around it, or taking lots of picks and being open while. But I think there's the way to do this is a balance. For example, maybe you say, all right, we need to go hard in this Resident Blade Master direction, but then if like what I've passed on Mixilus, I don't think so. Here I'm not passing here of Gomafada because Mixilus goes in any deck, and I can imagine him being good in any deck, black, white, or otherwise. He's probably the best in black, blue, but that's not really much of a consideration here. Well, the consideration is that you take the out clutch, and that is kind of interesting decision because like you could say Omniculus is better in blue black deck, but I think Hero is better as a card, so taking that one. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting pick. I'm not gonna lie. I've had some crazy picks here, so I feel like I want to say I'm probably gonna be black white. Like I could splash red for Resident Blade Master if it allows it, but it's looking black white. This pack is strange. Well, black's man. Do you? Wow. Mr. Smothers. Mr. Smothers. How can I not take you, Mr. Smothers? But I mean, black white allies. But I mean, it's just a good card. You might as well take it. Like, but is it a good card though? Because it's only good when you have disposable creatures. And again, the ally. Here's the thing. Like, what am I passing up by not taking any of the cards? I'm passing up Scarcing, which is pretty good, but not in any sort of white black deck. White black deck, I'm passing up McKinney Patrol and Nurkana Assassin. I think it's just not worth passing this up, even though it doesn't fit the deck very well. I still think it's better opportunity cost than those two. I'm wrong, but I'll go with that. And then I might just take it out of my draft. Who knows? I'm definitely gardening here. Oh, okay, Serene Stewart. The deck's open, so that's good to know. Dominator Drain if I was gonna go for the other deck, but nope. Serene Steward. Love it. I mean, Merc Strider also, I feel like the blue-black deck is kind of open, but Serene Steward's also just a real powerhouse. And Stone Fairy is late. It's kind of nice, but I can imagine going this late and not being too worried about that being a signal because we're only like four cards in, and it's hard to imagine passing these up. The Merc Striders and the Sludge Crawlers. And I definitely think, and Dominator Drone suggested blue-black deck is here, but I'm taking Serene Steward and keeping on the black-white plan because that's actually, this seems really sweet. An allies plan. Now, of course, Mr. Smothers, I don't know if he fits into all this, we gotta find out, but he could fit in very well. Omnixus fits anywhere. So, good old, just value dot card. I mean, geez. Jeez, what a card. Alright, oh. This isn't the wheel. It seems like it, but it's not the transgress. I don't know how to take transgress. If I want to stick on the black white allies plan, I can take Cliffside Lookout. I just don't think that's what the deck is doing, and uh, uh, man, because like Incubator Drone, Vestige Emrakul, and Undo Champion. Well, not as much on Champion. Incubator Drone, Vestige Emrakul, all great cards, like absurdly good. All right, garden me away. I'm not gonna take a garbage card over a card that could be good and signal to me that red's actually open. Because there are some other signals before, like Kozilek Sentinel is kind of a good card in the red void decks, and this vestige is kind of creepy. Bravery test. All right. Love that term. So Catacomb Sifter versus Core Castigator comes down to essentially, are we the black-white deck or a black-green sacrifice deck? We have Smothers, and that's very tempting to be in the black-green sacrifice deck with Catacomb Sifter. However, I do think I want to err on the side of sticking to the black-white plan. Maybe that's wrong. See if I get punished. But I think we've seen some good ally cards, and we haven't seen a lot of good other cards. Like, these cards go well in the allies deck. These four, and these cards go well in other decks. What? There's nothing here. I mean, can't speculate too much, but my gosh, no. Let's take a Myers Malice. It's not great. I'm not happy with this pick, but I'm hoping to get like the reason I take this is because there's the upside. If I get like a Retreat to Mary or something, or like some like token producing card, I can run some others and it doesn't feel too bad because at least you can, get value off the allies. But it's also kind of rough because, or if I get a few Colostri healers, I haven't seen any, which is probably a bad signal. That's why I'm worried a little bit here. Jeez, this feels terrible. Call of Scions. I'm hedging towards the. Alright, so we've got another idea for decks now. I've got a lot of different deck ideas. I don't think the red is going to happen. I don't think it's somewhat open, but I'm not going to be devoted to the red plan. I'm devoted to either a. Okay, so the white-black allies. Let's take a look. What's this? We can do this. I'm trying to organize the cards, but like essentially, these two are middle of the roads, and they can go either way. This is very solidly ally. But these, well, okay, I'll keep these as backup. I think I might be in the white black allies deck now more than I was before, but I mean I could still play some others as it is, but yes, and I've called this Smothers the whole time because Smothers is a fantastic card. I mean, obviously you went with cards like called the Scions, not cards like whatever garbage I've just pulled, but it's not bad. No, okay. Is there really over under here as far as which one is worth more against? I guess this is a playable if I want to go aggressive, mid range. I don't know. I mean, I might have a place in my deck. I'm not sure. Probably not, but I am sort of tight on playables if you haven't noticed, which is the detriment of keeping open. Of course, the payout is that you actually have more playables later. Well, this is actually getting pretty good. I'm gonna be getting a little happier about it now because I was really freaking out. But I still want a Class 3 healer too before I feel very high about the deck. Right now, it's just sort of like a white-black stuff deck. It could transfer to like a white-black flyers deck or something, and that's not terrible. But I don't want a white-black deck that just does nothing. So that's another pick. I have a feeling it could be wasted, but at the same time, if I'm flyers, look at that there. At the same time, this card is just like geez, like drawing a card every turn. It's like a little bob. Like I'll allow it. That's sweet. Yeah, get out this green card out here. I mean, I think green is best in like a green black sacrifice deck, but I just don't think I had like if I'd open Smothering Abomination, I'd be much more willing to go into that deck. But as it is, I don't think I can afford to tussle with that. So there's 7 playables. I mean that's certainly not the best position to be in, but all right. Activation, it just isn't worth as much, I don't think, as it is. Like in paper, it's only $3. It can't be worth that much outside of paper. Um, like I think 5 is my limit where I start to actually red draft, but I'm not gonna red draft a Prairie Stream. I don't think. Penny Pulse is good in certain decks, not mine. This. Well, if I was more of an actual control deck, it'd be better, but this cigar has to be the pick, though. I think. Night Watch is an ally, and this is pretty cool, but I mean, you have to talk about the other cards, but I don't think it matters that much. You just have to take the Hero's Downfall of the set, so it's definitely Hero's Downfall if you don't think about it too much. So we have a 4/6 drop. Oh my gosh. Oh no, but I think Angels is better. Oh, it's so rough too. But I mean, look. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Well, here's over under on this. All right. Like I need some of these, right? I do need them. But like, at what point does power level outdo synergy level? I think this is it, Mike. This is insane. Like this card just wins games hands down. Whereas Class 3 Healer is a role filler, but you need some. But I gotta take Angel here. I feel bad because I feel like I should take the healer, but okay, okay. Well, there's Drown's Emissary. This is a very good. Well, oh god. Do these okay, all right. This is a bravery test, my friend. This is a bravery test. Jeez Louise. God, which one's better? I mean, this is like a drain lifey win Drake, but this is like a vigilance life linky kill you card. I mean, I'm actually aiming, and maybe I'll take this because well, gosh, this is so hard to decide. This just feels so hard to decide. What a rough decision. Like obviously John's Emissary is better with like the life gain cards, and Feller Sovereign's a bomb. Like it's just a 4/6 life link. Like you just gain life with it. Man, I gotta take Sovereign, but man, that sucks because John's Emissary is so good. Don't look. Avert your eyes. Oh, oh, that was over. Good thing that's over. While we're not drafting allies anymore, I might as well take Ghostly Sentinel. I do think it's a pick here because Assassin's fine. If I can get more of this, but Ghost Sentinel is just a. I might end up being more of like a black-white flyer stick anyway, and this gets the job done. Ugh. Well, Medic's a good blocker, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to say here. I like Miasma. I mean, maybe I take that because like generally you think of this is Allies deck as aggressive, but look, like, currently, not much of my stuff dies to it, right? And, like, I end up not really having that many of these low drops, but I also think maybe the Stone Max better because the combo is better with Serene Stewart, and it's also just better on the curve. It's so rough because Miasma seems like I love taking Death Frenzy and cons, and this is just a mana cheaper. It's like strictly better, but well, yeah, the other ones get you gain life for each of them, so it's not strictly better, but it feels strictly better. Okay, Patrol, fine. Man, where's my Colostria healers at? I haven't seen one. I've seen one, but it was a bravery test. I don't know if the passing the bravery test means taking the angel or taking the healer, but I passed or failed it regardless. The deck's coming together quite better though. Anyway, there's certainly more playables than I had after pack one, so that's a good thing. I don't think I haven't wasted a pick yet, so that's pretty solid. Hopefully that's because of my good signaling, or maybe it's because oh gosh, we have an AFK. I might be well. I think it'll be AFK. I think it'll be fine. I was AFK once. Took an air to the knee. Took in. Well, that's beatable. Yeah, well, I gotta check the clock has to get to her. Well, I mean, this it feels like a really aggressive card for a deck that's not too aggressive, but it does trade up very well. So I'll allow it. Like, sure. Oh, well, I mean, I'd like to get some healers, but we have a technical healer. We have a cleric. We have. I might end up playing it as a trick. I mean, I haven't actually played that card yet. I haven't got to needed to. It just hasn't seemed to be a card I've had to worry about playing. But I think it's probably usually it's a 4 drop, especially as the deck's constructed currently. With a lot more with more 3 drops and 4 drops, you can play a 3 and then focus, well, attack, focus, and then play a 3 drop. I mean, bluff. I'm saying not bluff, but hold up, focus, and then play a 3 drop afterwards on the curve. But man, like, I mean, I'm not gonna wheel Colossus. I don't. Maybe I will. I mean, maybe people just. I'm the one playing this deck. Could be a thing. I don't know. Wheel it. There's no way though, is there? Class 3 Night Watch. Same, similar name. Why aren't you an ally, Stonehaven medic? Like this is a problem. Like you should be a medic. I mean, you should be a medic. You are a medic. You should be an ally though. You're a cleric. You're even healing the allies. Why aren't you an ally yourself? I guess you just a little tube. I don't know. What is going on? Oh, is this guy slowing us all up? Like, well, no, no. This guy's picking, trying to make a pick, or maybe I don't know. This guy AFK as he is, screwing us all over. Hmm. So, like I said, I'm trying to think about use this time to think about my drafting. Stalker could come in, I guess, but my fives are pretty already looted. I don't think it's gonna see a play here. I get some more threes. Maybe I should take these spells and kind of make sure I keep my spells and other stuff. Is this the spells ish column? I mean, oftentimes you'll cast as a 3 drop just because it's good, but you know, you know, you know. They know better. Okay, I guess it has to be Felidar Cup. I mean, but I keep my curve a little nice, even though it's not an ally. It's just a cat beast. So I mean, well, this might be better than I guess. It's actually kind of solid right now. Could take Plum to keep people off my flyers, but nah. Let's take a look at. Well, I mean, since I worry about cutting that, I mean, I could actually rather them not have a Coral Helm guide in a way. I don't have that many instants, actually. It's kind of weird. I only have one instant. I got the sorcery, so. Well, okay, I mean, this is a curve filler. I mean, I don't think it's great, but my 4-drop slot's already pretty low, so. I'll take a Hill Giant here. He will not rake your mind. He will have nothing, no fuel to rake it with. That's really great against me. Well, it's not really, actually. I mean, it blocks Sentinel Fur, but it can never block a Renewal. Well, Angel Renewal unless they have a trick, and then there's Idiot, so. This card needs to be a bit stronger. It's not that strong. So currently, I need some more 3s. I also need some more Class 3 healers. I mean, at this point, I think it's actually fine without Class 3 healers. You like to have some, but I might do without them. Because I've got some serious bombage. I've got Omnixilis, serious bomb, Pillar Sovereign, like just life gain. Archangel's a bomb. Angel's really solid. Like, I could be a rare. I mean, I think to make it a rare, you have to make whenever an ally ETBs, you gain life for each ally creature you control. Like, that would be, like, interesting, but I think Engineer's still strong without affecting other allies. She's just a strong card, so. And Hero, so I mean, I have manly allies. There's a few things that aren't like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, if you count that as a creature, 5 that are allies. Oh, 6, but hey, we have the cub. We're gonna poke evolve the cub into the sovereign. Look at that. Steve Prescott. I mean, that's good artists there too. So, gosh, I cannot just come on, man. All right, making draft selections. I really can't think much to talk about because of need to be looking at packs and making decisions, not just pontificating. Do I play some others now? Yeah, I don't think I can. It just doesn't. It seems so good, but it's just not for this deck. But you know, it was a calculated risk. I thought, well, you know, if I can stay open, I might read the rewards, but then I just decided not to stay open anyway. Hey, cards. Oh, all right. It's a healer. Um, funny how it becomes the first pick. That's really funny, but Carry Thrall is fine. It's not an ally even, is it? No. So whatever. I mean, I wasn't gonna take it anyway because we have the Calastria healer, and the Sky Spawner's fine. But I mean, I'm not gonna splash at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's obviously great. But looking at the, you know, if this is the first pick, actually, if this was like a first pick, I guess I would take Sky Spawner. I don't know. But anyway, but now I'm taking Calastria healer because it's a good card for this deck specifically. And I might end up cutting Cub. Who knows? Because I have a lot of 2s now. I have to bench the Cub. Benching the Cubs this year. I don't think it actually makes any sense. But no, putting the Cub on the bench. Your benched Pokemon. I can Poke Evolve them though if I if I get the right candies. Candy is a lie. Oh my gosh, I really don't like people who draft slowly. It bothers me in a way. Like, I guess I'm a Swiss, so I shouldn't expect too much, but man, not that. I mean, like, I'm bad, but at least I draft quickly. At least you can say that about me. Well, but when I take a 7-drop, I don't know. What's the other alternative? See, the alternative is just like, well, I guess Silent Skimmer. Silent Skimmer's not bad. Or just Evolving Wilds and Splash Resolute Blade Master. It's actually not a terrible option here. Because, I mean, I just can't see myself casting this thing, man. Like, I guess I'm a control deck, but am I really a control deck? I guess Cost for healer heals for 2 and he hits. Ah, man. I like Bloodlord actually here, because, okay, like, Cascade, it's just not just too many twos. I can't handle that to me. I think 5 twos is about what you want in this format, this deck specifically, and Bloodlord just isn't. I mean, Broken Wild's a splash, 1 or 2 cards isn't doing it for me. I think I'll play Bloodlord, I'm not sure yet. My curve goes from 1 to 7. That's the extremes here. Which made me have to cut Bloodlord, but I don't know. I don't think. What? Whoa. 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 This pack is like a tease, though. First thing, full mountain. Props. But, man, I guess I take retreat because of my 4. But, man, like, Serene but I have his, I'm not forming coherent sentences, but the reason why is this is just a really weird pick. Like, I'd love to have another Serene Steward, but I think I have to take Retreat to a Mary here because it's just such a stronger card. And does that itself mean I get to run some others? Probably not. But I like to think it does. I'm going to cut the Cub now. Benching the Cub. Benching the Cub. I get some 3-drops. I might probably bench Focus if I get some more 3-drops because as it stands, I'm not getting much done. Yeah, I don't know about this fine Bloodlord pick. I mean, the other alternative was to make my mana base more shaky for. I mean, I don't know. Resident Blade Master is good. Is it worth splashing? I'm not really sure at this point. I don't think it is. Uh, well, Smite. It's a good one. Keeps the beaters. I mean, I love Courier Griffin, but I think it needs Smite. It's just a more powerful card. Evasion over. I mean, removal over evasion. Right? I don't know. Come on, you gotta live the bread lifestyle. Oh, okay. I hope people know I'm talking when I say bread, but I'm not gonna go through it right now. Actually, I'm taking this close look at out because I'm not that go wide of a deck. Like, if I wanted to be a more go wide deck, I could have went the 3-1s and went that direction. But I don't think I want to be. I feel like this color combination in this format is just all about the life gain and the slow grind out fest. I don't want to be playing that game with this garbage. Retreat to Mary, man, that card is nuts. If I can get any more class tree, one more class tree, I feel a little better with the deck. Right now, it's just about like, how about I have to play Taverick round 1? I have to sit there and get a round 1 win. I was sit there like, ooh, my life. How about win? Nobody know what I'm saying, but well, this is quite the pack. Onion Rising is a sweet card. I just don't see it being that. I have a lot of 5s anyway. I don't see it being that good to me to take here. Because look, I've got these 5s are pretty much must plays anyway. So I'm not gonna replace any of them. Shadow Glider though, like that's I think it's picks between Shadow Glider and Smite. Like my ally synergies. This is pack 3, right? My ally synergies are about. They looked high at first, and they've gotten lower and lower. And much as I like Smite, I think Shadow Glider might put me on like the Black White Flyers plan I was talking about, which at least is sort of a plan. Whereas the Allies plan, I think, is just falling apart. Like, I only got one class tree healer. I mean, and there's definitely some good ally synergies, but there's not as many healers as I like. And, well, alright, there are Black White Flyers now, which means I probably should have taken the Griffins earlier. But I've got some other stuff going. I mean, well, jeez. Well, I'll take it because there's nothing else in the pack anyway. I have to make some probably men's focus. Yeah, the bells be the cut. So, hey, look, we're down to 22 cards again. I don't see the likelihood of class 3 healers being passed is very high. It's like 20% at this point, maybe 15, because it's going around a bunch of people by now, and I'm sure somebody else is doing this plan, which is unfortunate, but I've assembled like a black-white ally flyer good stuff deck. That's a deck, right? I've heard it's a good archetype. Um, oh, jeez. I mean, okay, I'm not devoted enough to playing the 8-drop. Angelic Gift, I guess it gives my guy flying, but like, Myers Mouse seems like I feel like cards like this aren't as good this format for some reason, and I think maybe it's just because like the format wants to use all your mana every turn, and your spells have to have impact. Like the impact of a spell has to be high. Like a card itself is not just good enough. Like, oh look, I get it's just a free card. Well, it kind of is, but it costs you 2 mana and like half of a turn or something, and like they just get to untap and have marry with their creature. It just seems like a real risk. That I must. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you have Silver Cut there. That's the card. I'm taking that. And that might push me a little farther towards a certain direction. That might include Mr. Smothers. We'll have to see here. With that, I do think I'll put Rampart in. Rampart's better against. I'll put it in against like a really aggressive deck or something. But I actually think I might end up being more. I might put in the Smothers in and being. Smothers Mouth is okay. But like if I have that many activators, I might just run it. Just because it's just strong, right? And like the value of some of these cards anyway is not bad. Plus, you can always just throw a Cutthroat at him for a while, and then if you need to, you can sack itself, get a damage in, sack it. It's not. I mean, it's not great. It's not what you want to be doing, but it's not terrible here. So, I'm gonna take that as a sideboard card maybe, just against like some insanely aggressive deck I can trade with by one-sided fogging them or something. I'm like 60%, 70 or 65% happy by the way this draft went. Like, there's still some cards that are questionable that I'm playing, like Smothering Elimination. That still might be wrong. I don't know. You have to get that and Retreat or that and Cutthroat together to make it really strong. That's why it's like kind of fishy. I'll tell you, there was a sacrifice deck accidentally there. If I wanted to do it. I might like this as a option in the sideboard. I mean, my threes are really I don't have a lot of threes. It kind of sucks. My curve's sort of awkward here. But I'm not seeing anything that really works for the threes either. So, hey, not cards that are. Okay, Shiny Foil Mountain it is. This card's sweet. Look at it. Ooh. I turned off the animation. It doesn't gleam, but I guess to be fair, people like foils less than online than, but you know, it's its value in its own way. Let's try it by Tijuana X. Okay, Tijuana X. Tijuana X. That's not even make sensical. Oh, man. Season of Death. Well, he's a Death type. I'll think about it. Only have 2 Death Touchers, though. I don't think it's to make the cut, but it's still a cool card to think about. People have talked about using this with Death Touchers to just ping guys and kill them with your assassins, or really the one, Miss Malak, you're familiar, but we've already kind of jumped that shark a little too late. So this decision I have to make, it's a bravery test, is do I play Smothering Abomination or not? Like this is the thing, like, and I may not, I guess I don't. I just like I don't have a lot of creatures, and some of my creatures are also really high impact, so if I curve this and this, I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible. So I guess I don't, but I really want to. Look, it'll be like a oh man, anyway, it'll be like a if I have to thing. You know, like, well, here we go. And in the absence of that, maybe I do play the the lookout. Finishing up deck construction here. I guess I'll play some others, but I like Myers Mouse because I go late game and I can also make them discard their bomb, which is sweet. That's good use of mana. Forfeit Rampart's pretty good. I've got all these twos, and I've got quite a lot of twos, but I like having these extra twos is fine because my threes are so lacking that I'd rather have some extra twos to make up the difference. So I actually kind of curve like a wing. Hey, it's just flyers, but you know, my deck's telling me how to play it. But Blade Master, I just wasn't gonna splash. It's not worth it. I'm playing green, which I was thought about for a while, but no. And I mean, I could play Cub or Rampart or like any of the 2 drops, but I've got enough 2 drops. I like the ones either way there. I like having the Cascares because at least we'll trigger healers sometimes. And like, if I end up seeing that I need to play a really defensive game, I can side some of these out for like a Rampart or something. If I need to be on the really defensive side, I guess if I need to be really offensive, I might actually put some others in. Who knows? Like, it just depends on. Or if they're weak to flyers, maybe it's just worth it to have that in there just to kill them. Fisher, like, it's a good card. I just think the cards here are better. And Focus, of course, it just doesn't meet the threshold, unfortunately, in this deck. Yeah, I own this as sideboard here, and Pathway Arrows I'd like to play, but it's just not. It's just too cute. And to play Bloodlord though, I could cut Bloodlord for Fisher or any of these because I think these are all just auto includes. I mean, well, Mindbreaker's not, but at the same time, I just need a curve filler at this point. So look, like I'm doing late game anyway. I'm gonna try. I think Bloodlord's decent in that deck. Like he's not like outstanding. He doesn't like run the money, but he does some work. And well, is a 9/9 split that good? No, 10/8. No, I might do 10/8 just because yeah, I have a lot more. Doesn't really like to because it looks good at first when you get down to it. Well, I don't know. It doesn't. Jeez. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, then 1, 2, 3, 5, then 12. Now it's about even. Maybe it's right. MTGO, you win again. That's a deck. See you in round 1.